Mother, I saw Kasima. She was in the mirror.
By the desert sands, when you fall in love, you do not mess around, do you?
The wazir's genie must have learned of your presence in the land, Prince Alex. I don't know how, but he must have.
Prince Salamander of Pageantry, I think.
By my scimitar, I can't have him stirring things up. Not now!
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Grumflump knows a tasty treat. It matters not what others bleat.
Wow. Hiya, gorgeous. Oh, what a luscious-looking hunk of flesh you are.
I got a lawyer, you know. Yeah, there's kidnapping laws in this here kingdom.
I ask you to release your captive or suffer the consequences.
Never. You die, human.
Legend has it that it is the right of any human to challenge the Lord of the Dead in order to save his own life or the life of another already past. But the knowledge of how to do this was lost centuries ago.
He's dead. He's dead. Wait until Abdul hears. He'll be so pleased.
If you are so anxious for death, you might have found it easily enough in the land of the living. But since you are here, you are most welcome to stay.
The name of love cannot apply. Its commonness does not decry the haunted, painful cry that my heart makes for you, that ever my soul eternal makes for you.
All right, first and foremost, most important item of business, shoving things in the pawn shop owner's face.
We've got some stuff.
Extremely excited.
We've got some stuff from the land of the dead.
Yes.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
It is a good day. It is a good day. I have more shit to show you.
The pawn shop owner is unlikely to find much substance in that ghostly item.
It's priceless.
There's literally no price.
Would you be interested in making a trade for this, merchant?
What would I do with the key of bone?
So dismissive.
I feel like that would still be like an interesting item to find in a shop, even if you had no use for it.
It's a fucking key from the land of the dead. Like,
well, I mean, even as a curio, it's like cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Surely.
I mean, I think I have multiple friends who would consider buying that.
I would buy it. I want one right now.
I can do this right in front of you.
Alexander dips the large black feather into the teacup and stirs the contents gently.
I love the way the black drains out of the feather into the teacup.
It's an excellent detail.
To his amazement, the jet black color of the feather slowly drains from end to tip into the teacup. The teacup mixture blackens and thickens to a paint-like consistency. Alexander carefully puts it away, discarding the drained feather.
Just chucking the feather on the floor, littering in the pawn shop.
Yeah.
It's another one of those things where it's like, it pisses me off when the game decides for you that it's not valuable. Like, I would have loved to keep that feather, if nothing else, as Rosella says, as a memento.
Hell yeah. Like, how often do you get a feather that you use to make a magic spell that you drain the color out of?
Yeah.
Alexander's...
Excuse me, peddler, but I have an old lamp that might interest you.
Ah, an old lamp. And what a nice traditional design, too. Take your pick of my new lamps.
Thank you, Tony J. Okay, Suha, which one are you going to pick?
So, this one is really cool. And this one is also neat, but I think for whatever reason I'm just going to go with this one.
I sure wish Alexander had any way of knowing which one was right.
Here is your new lamp. Good day, and I thank you, sir.
Good day.
I think that bit of intuition is the most bullshit thing in this game.
I know.
Drat, another dud.
It just, if it was anything else, like, I don't know why he thinks that, like, he's gonna find it after I did.
He's the only one who knows about magic lamps.
Apparently.
Hey, you should try giving that lamp to the pawn shop owner.
Oh, yeah. New item.
Good day.
It is a good day, friend.
Would you be interested in making a trade for this, merchant?
I have too many lamps already, thanks.
But you don't have this one.
Too many lamps?
You figure he already does a lot of business with the lamp peddler. They're basically scratch-him tickets for him.
Yeah, I mean, this is like him asking you for your your scratch-off tickets that you've already scratched off.
Yeah.
Oh, another dud.
We are under orders, not...
All right, fine.
I still want to climb those vines.
I know. Wait, no, okay, I have to do this.
Feeling artistically inspired, Alexander decides to make use of the large blank castle wall. Ah, a doorway.
Okay, you know what?
Just what Alexander was thinking this wall needed.
He could have done like a tombstone for Alhazred. I mean, like, there are so many things he could have used this for. Like,
seriously.
just thinking about it.
Would that kill him though? That just like would just like manifest a like tombstone.
What you could, what if he included Alhazred's like arm, like a zombie type hand sticking out of the
I think they
ground?
would just like duplicate like his like a replica of him as opposed to like killing him.
Okay, so what if he drew another genie?
No, the ultimate mint leaf. The mint leaf just the size of the doorway. Oh wait, sorry. Okay. Or, you know, classic Princess Kasima with like big balloon boobs, you know, dot eyes.
Big old nightingales.
With trepidation, Alexander gathers his strength for the enchantment of the painted door. Magic paint, black as ink, bring to life what I think, make it real what I draw, according to this spoken law. The spell worked. The door has magically solidified.
Why did it make like TV static when you cast the spell?
That is a very interesting...
A very real-looking door now exists in the castle wall. The enchanted door does not respond.
Guys, check out this door I made.
We are under...
Infiltration by way of graffiti.
Eager to be inside the castle at last.
Hey, who's guarding the side door? Is it Growl?
Door and steps inside.
Growl, Jowls, Garf.
Garf.
The door fades back into the wall. So much for an easy exit.
Blowl, McGavin.
Alexander opens the dungeon door and slips inside.
Now, you would think I'd get to use my nice key. God, he just fucking slams the door so loud.
A plain cot is the only furnishing in the stark dungeon cell.
You'd
A plain cot.
You'd think the game would be like...
Alexander is standing in a dim, damp dungeon cell.
The sound of the door echoes.
The walls and floor are made of gray granite stones. A cot in the corner is the only furniture. A gargoyle peers down maliciously from over the dungeon door. A single burning torch dimly lights the dungeon. The dungeon door is made of sturdy wood. At eye level is a barred window. A gargoyle peers maliciously down on the cell's occupant. It grins as though it were gleefully guarding the door.
It's a very strange touch for
It
architecture,
is.
I feel like.
A
Hey, what up?
brown spider peers down at the man in the cell with little interest.
I feel like it has a lot of interest,
The
honestly.
spider is not interested in hearing about Alexander's problems.
Yet here it is.
Alexander couldn't and wouldn't want to reach the spider.
This spider is isolated here, all alone, but don't worry, it's okay. He's a brown recluse.
Alexander opens the dungeon door and slips inside.
Oh.
Mother? Mother, where are you?
A shackle comprised of a thick iron chain set into a heavy stone block protrudes from the wall. It is perhaps used with particularly difficult prisoners. The shackle does not even rattle in response.
Wow, rude.
There's no one here to talk to, except the ghost.
What a sense.
The spirit seems to need consolation, but Alexander's human hands could provide little comfort for the immaterial ghost.
What's the matter, little boy?
I'm lost. I can't find my mother.
So sad.
I don't know why she would just leave me here.
I feel like that's the
I've been
oyster
alone
voice.
ever so long.
It absolutely is.
See?
Mother, where are you?
The way it paused for the spider to come up and eavesdrop. Like,
A brown
who are you
spider
kidding, spider?
peers down.
You expect to see a gleaming golden eye.
8 gleaming
There's
gold.
no reason to use. The spider is not harming Alexander and deserves to be treated the same.
Oh, wow.
You are not a violent girl, Rosella.
Is there anything I can do?
The ghost continues to.
Oh, fuck. All right.
You want the stinky
You
flower?
must be the son of the spirit I met in the realm of the dead. She gave me this handkerchief and asked me to tell you that she's waiting for you there.
It's Mama's. It even smells like her. I can feel her now. I know where to go.
Wait. Before you go, is there anything you can tell me about the castle?
I like to play in secret places. In the basement behind the Man of Steel, there's a door. Nobody except me knows it's there anymore. Farewell.
Fucking nosy.
We're gonna squash that spider
Alexander
yet.
opens the dungeon door and slips inside.
Just slam it shut. They probably didn't hear it the first 2 times.
They're very courteous in having lit torches in all the unoccupied cells.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right? I mean, I'm sure I know what's up here, but oh, yeah, okay.
Uh-oh, guard dogs.
An intruder! Grab him!
I was just looking for the kitchen.
I'll bet you're the foreign Sabbath. He sure fits the...
Right.
Okay, we've seen that dialogue.
You'll stay in here until we find out what the wazir wants to do with you.
The guard dogs leave Alexander to his fate, locking the door noisily behind them. Alexander wonders how he'll get out of this one.
Yeah. Not like I have a key.
Psst. Prince Alex.
Jollo, what are you doing here?
Jollo.
Quick, before the guard dog patrol comes around again.
That's what the dog's gesture is called. Jollo.
But How did you know I was...
This is no place to talk, Alexander. Just trust that I know everything that goes on in this castle. Now, be more careful. If you get caught again, I don't know if I'll be able to get you out.
Oh no. Sounds like a challenge to me. I'm gonna watch him go right over there, and I'm gonna go right back upstairs.
Wait for him to close the door and then just go right back upstairs.
Nobody tells old Alex what to do. Hey, gentlemen.
Uh-oh, guard dogs.
Still looking for that kitchen.
I'll bet he sure fit right. I think someone must have let our prisoner loose, Ralph. Who would be crazy enough to do that, Hal? I don't know, but if I find out, that traitor will be sorry. Let's keep an extra sharp eye in the halls. We'll make sure no one can get near him again. Right, Hal.
The guard dogs slam the door and lock it. Alexander has a feeling there will be no help from Jollo this time.
Let's keep an extra sharp eye on the halls, but I don't think we need to watch the door.
Alexander unlocks the door with his skeleton key.
Skeleton key.
And quickly makes his escape.
Alright, third time's the charm. Oops, sorry.
Uh-oh, guard dogs.
An intruder! Grab him!
I'm trying to find the kitchen, but these dogs keep putting me in the jail.
The wazir will have our heads if he finds out that prisoner escaped. How do you suppose he did it, Ralph?
Well, Hal, I figure he must have had something on him that he used to open the door. That's why I personally searched him.
You did? What'd you find?
Only this funny-looking key. He ain't got it no more, though, now does he?
Ha ha! Good work, Ralph.
Hey, we had more stuff than that.
Just as Alexander realizes that he has no possible means of escape, he hears the sound.
Confound this dungeon!
So sad. Okay. Alright.
So I'd actually forgotten that the skeleton key can be used to get out of the jail cells.
Oh, I definitely. Excuse me. Actually,
Alexander feels his pockets carefully
you.
to make sure. Alexander decides.
Prince Alexander! I can't believe it! How did you get into the castle?
Well, actually, it's a little hard to explain.
I bet. You run a terrible risk of being here, though. The castle is crawling with guard dogs, especially today. The wazir will have your hide if he finds you.
I know that, Jollo. But Kasima is being married today. What greater risk is there than that?
Of course you're right. Young love. I forgot what heartburn it is. But what are you supposed to do about it?
I've got to try to see her. Maybe even stop the wedding.
Is that all? And here I thought you would try something dangerous.
Don't worry about me, friend. Just tell me, where is Kasima?
As far as I know, she's still in her bedroom upstairs. You'd never make it up there, though. The guard dogs are everywhere, and they're very loyal to the crown. Unfortunately, right now the crown means Al-Hazred. If we had proof of something truly afoul, the guard dogs might listen. As it is, they're your enemies, not his.
I understand. I've had no lack of enemies since I got here. In fact, you'd almost think I wasn't welcome.
And they say princes have no sense of humor. Well, I can see there's no putting you off. For Kasima's sake, I wish you luck. I'll be here if there's anything you need.
Thanks, Jollo.
Alright, go through his stuff.
Look, I just love that he's like, there's no putting you off. Like, I didn't just fucking almost die 1,000 times for this.
Alexander doesn't want to intrude on Jollo's privacy by looking through his trunk.
But I do.
Coward.
A plain trunk provides minimal storage for the bedroom.
Just think about how many puzzles you could solve with whatever's in there.
He's a clown. He's got to have
The
puzzles.
comfortable-looking bed in the corner is neatly arranged. It looks just large enough for Jollo's generous size.
Wow.
Generous.
What about his fiancée?
I was just gonna ask, but I got so hung up on the fucking shady generous. Like,
Yeah.
he whatever.
Listen, Jollo's
A
perfect,
chandelier
okay?
hangs down from the tall ceiling. How on earth does Jollo reach that thing to light it?
He doesn't. Like, castle people do it.
This is a very spacious
The wall
room that he
above
has here in the
Jollo's
dungeon.
desk sports a notice of the circus. It seems very old.
It's very weird. I mean, maybe upstairs is like too noble, but it's very weird to me that he's like banished to the basement. Like, because this is probably not the room that he has since Alhazard got here. Like, it's probably just where he's been.
Jollo's bedroom is spacious, neat, and lush with dramatic colors. Like its resident, there's a melancholy sheen to its brightness.
A melancholy sheen.
You know, a sad
to
clown.
Jollo?
Wow, they're digging deep for that one.
A cozy little fire is ablaze in Jollo's fireplace. And burn a perfectly good hand?
What? No, what?
A large red rug with gold trim helps buffer the coldness of the marble floor underfoot.
Okay, I think we can all agree on one thing, and that is there is definitely a secret passage in that fireplace.
Oh, yeah.
It's very conspicuous.
Is there anything...
I'm afraid not, Prince Alex. One will get past the guard dogs easier than two. Besides, I'm not much of a fighter. But if you intend to do as you've said, you should lose no time about it. The wedding will be starting before you know it.
Alexander is greeted with silence.
Also, I'm continuously impressed as we play this game about all the detail and timing that goes into the character portraits. Like, just watching Jollo, he's got so many different expressions.
Yeah, and
Is there
they
anything
pay a
else
lot
you
of
can do
attention
that
to
will
the
help me
different
in the
mouth
castle?
I'm
sounds.
afraid.
Yeah.
But if you...
I have something.
I'm afraid
I have something you might be interested in.
I'm afraid I wouldn't know what to do with that, Prince Alex. Sorry.
Man, this clown's no fun.
I know. I have anything even fun to try on him. To get from it.
I have something you...
Right.
Fine.
I've been thinking of what you said about swapping a replica for the genie's lamp. I got this lamp from the old lamp seller in town. Do you think it will pass?
Ooh.
Why, yes! It's an exact replica. That's amazing. How did you guess?
I suppose it was intuition.
I'll have to wait for the right moment, mind you. But I should be able to get close enough to swap this for the real thing, and none shall be the wiser. Now you shall see Jollo's skill.
I'm sure your hands are mightier than my sword, my clever friend.
Go ahead and do as you've planned, and let me worry about swapping the lamp. If I accomplish the trickery, I'll manage to get the lamp to you somehow. You never fear.
I have faith, Jollo. You are a true friend.
Oh, shucks. I'd do anything for the princess.
He doesn't give a shit about you. It's all about Kasima. Don't fool yourself, Alexander.
I mean,
Honestly,
I feel like
Alexander would get that.
Yeah,
he,
I do
he would
too.
respect that.
The circus notice belongs to Jollo.
But it could belong to me.
Alexander isn't in need of a candelabra.
Sure I do.
Alexander
After all, why
respects
shouldn't
Jollo's
I take the
privacy
poster?
And leaves his desk alone.
After all, why not?
Jollo needs that chair more than Alexander does.
Does he?
Alexander can't reach the chandelier.
I'm fine.
Alexander couldn't possibly carry that heavy rug with him. Besides, Jollo might miss it.
It really ties the room together.
Yeah.
You don't want him to get cold feetsies, do you?
Jalimp.
Okay. We know it's up here.
Alexander hears the clear sound of guard dog voices coming from behind the door. He decides opening the door wouldn't be wise.
Have I been up here and like looked at everything?
No.
Okay.
The colors of the stained glass windows glow with filtered light. The ceilings in the castle are vaulted and formal, giving the halls a lofty elegance. A closed door on the north wall bears a small brass plaque. The plaque reads, Guard Room. Uh-oh.
I like how the music got really loud and scary.
In the corner
in my
is a
headphones.
suit of armor of ancient design.
Right when
Its
that
right
happened.
arm beckons slightly.
This whole area feels so claustrophobic to
There is no one
me.
inside the suit of
I
armor
know.
to talk to.
Like, it just feels like there's danger around every corner.
Alexander examines the suit of armor, but sees nothing special.
What?
Do you have to click on the hand?
Remembering what the
there
little
we go.
boy ghost said,
I thought I had.
Alexander experiments with the suit of armor. He pushes down, then pulls up on the knight's right arm. A secret passage. Alexander hears the sound of voices coming from nearby. Alexander peers through the chink in the wall.
Captain, I've been hearing rumors from the guards who've been watching the princess. They say lately she's been pounding on her door and begging to be let out. Ain't none of my business, sir, but news like that is upsetting the other dogs. Ain't no guard in the castle who would willingly keep the princess anywhere she don't want to be.
Glad King Graham continues to find work.
Osred claims that a foreign intruder is here to assassinate her. That's why she's got to be kept under lock and key, right up until the wedding. Call me an old dog that can't learn new tricks, but I say the princess should be the one given the orders. Alhazred has been in charge for months, what with the king's death and Kasima's mourning. Tonight, the wedding will seal it, and there's nothing we can do about it. Like him or not, he's our liege. Need I remind you of your oath to the crown? Aye, we've an oath. For the sake of the princess, we'll not be forgetting it. He'd just better treat her well.
Speaking of the wazir, what do you reckon he's keeping in that magical room of his?
It's not a magic room. It's just the door he's enchanted somehow. I say he's still got the royal treasury in there, along with whatever else he's so eager to protect. Not even the court treasurer is allowed in there anymore.
I heard him in the hall the other day. He was speaking of that door. Black magic is what I say. I heard him say, Ali, but then Bay came up and started yapping at me.
Enough! It is not our place to question the practices of our liege, no matter how strange. The wedding will be starting soon. Report to the throne room when you hear the music start.
So this is our third Ali in the game.
It's a very common name around here. They can't think of anything better.
They couldn't, ask an Arab or open a book.
No. Well, I'm sure they opened a single book.
Yes.
A racist old one.
Yes.
Ali? Good enough.
That was a climb. Alexander hears the faint sound of a woman crying nearby.
The Weeping Willow.
Alexander peers through the chinks in the wall, trying to locate the source of the crying sounds. Alexander's palms begin to sweat and his heart to race. It's Kasima. He's phoned her.
Psst. Princess Kasima.
What? Who's there?
It is I, Alexander. I'm here behind this wall.
My, how suave that sounds.
Alexander?
If only I was wearing the wench clothing. From
It
Excellent
really
Smooth.
is you. Oh, I knew you were close by, but how did you get inside the castle walls?
It's a long story and not important now. You did get my ring.
Oh, yes. It has brought me such comfort, Alexander, to know you were close by and had not forgotten. But you shouldn't be here. You're only endangering yourself.
I don't care about the danger. I would brave anything to learn.
What is it?
Are you wearing underwear?
Hazred, do you want to wed him, Kasima?
For proper 90s, it'd have to be like, your bra size.
Oh, please believe me when I say that I never agreed to marry that man. Even when my father trusted Abdul absolutely. I never liked him. But with mother and father gone, I'm afraid there's no stopping him.
If you do not wish to marry him, Kasima, you shall not. I promise you. Only come with me now, and we shall escape.
How? I cannot fit through this wall. Besides, do you think I could leave my kingdom, my people, in Abdul's hands? But Abdul would tear the castle apart if I were to disappear from my room. You shall have to do what you can to delay his plans from your end.
I can't just leave you here.
Alexander, do not despair for me. I have been safe in this room for nearly 6 months now. Abdul can be in no hurry, whatever he plans. After all, I'm to be his bride, am I not? I have been planning too, you see. I believe I can escape. If I can only get a chance to lay my hands on a weapon, there might be an opportunity in the hustle of the wedding.
But I...
Shh, just a moment more, then you must go. Let us not waste time with words. Please, let me just look at you, dear Alexander.
It's actually really cute.
Hang on, Kasima. Let me save my game.
Alexander looks with longing at the fair Kasima. She's even more beautiful than he remembered.
Would you like some swamp ooze?
No, a mint.
Although Alexander would gladly offer Kasima all that he owns, that item would be of little help to her.
Girl,
now.
your breath stinks through this wall.
Oh wait, that's the real one.
Yeah.
A nasty teacup, perhaps?
Although Alexander...
What was in that teacup, Alexander?
It's the ooze.
The ooze.
I have this key. It will work on any lock. Perhaps you could use it to escape.
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid my door is locked from the outside. A key wouldn't do me much good.
I mean, it would do you lots of good. That's fine. A nasty paintbrush. Oh, I think I did that already.
You can take this to the pawn shop owner. Oh yeah, give her the ribbon. If only you still had her hair.
Kasima sent that ribbon to Alexander. It would be rude to return a token of a lady's affection.
I wonder if I would have been able to, like, poke a rose through the wall.
Although
good question.
Would
you like this boring book?
Put him to sleep, you know? Read it at the altar.
She should read that as her vows.
Although Alexander...
That would actually be a really... Ooh, I'll have to remember that for my own game. That'd be a really great puzzle solution.
A clever way to stall a wedding. Just filibuster forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Although...
Perhaps it might bring you some luck. Are you kidding me? I love the way her head snaps back. Like, I'm not done trying shit. All right,
I think that's basically it.
Oh, your letter.
Kasima wrote that note for Alexander, and she doesn't need to read it again.
She could read it again.
All right, fine. Take this useful thing.
Here, take this dagger. It's not much, but it might come in handy.
Why, it's perfect. This is just the sort of thing I've been looking for. Thank you, Alexander. I'll keep it close and use it if I must.
Alexander looks with longing at the fair Kasima. She's even more beautiful than he remembered. Alexander stands in the secret passageway, so close yet so far from his heart's desire.
This is honestly very cute. Like, I don't feel like King's Quest VI does very good romance, to be honest, but I find this very
Someone's
sweet.
Coming.
The lock on Kasima's door rattles abruptly.
Alexander, hurry! Step away before they see you!
Elaborate on that.
Alexander hears scuffling and a woman's brief cry from the other side of the wall. Then, silence.
I feel like the problem is that having played through Alexander and Kasima's meeting in 5, 6, like, I feel like I've never thought it was. I mean, the Nightingale stuff is cute, I'll admit, but I feel like it. I should pause. Sorry. I feel like through the whole game, my constant thought is, my God, what if she hates you? Like what if she you just have no idea. Like, I don't think any of the King's quests have really. I don't think of them as particularly romantic. They have romance, but
they're
a lot of
very
times
superficial fairy tale ideas of love at first sight, and you rescue somebody, and therefore you are meant to be.
Yeah, and I actually don't mind that. It's just that we know, because we saw Alexander spent so little time with Kasima that like if he had even rescued her and they'd shared a ride on horseback or something, but it literally he's like, perhaps I could visit you one day, my lady, and he holds her head, and that's all they got. Like,
yeah, he tipped his fedora.
To almost die over it, like, it's so much.
I mean, if anything, she was checking out Graham.
Kasima, tell me, Alhazred.
Alexander looks.
Are you in love with him?
Wall,
because if you're not,
to see
I can
what
go
the
for
commotion
it.
was about.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Kasima is gone. Where could they have taken her? How could he have let them take her?
Well, there's a wall.
Fine rescuer I'm turning out to be.
No, there's a wall. There's a wall there. You can't fit. You're too big.
Just fucking stick your knife through the wall of the hole. It's like a death glory
Alexander
hole.
hears the sound of scratching coming from the other side of the wall.
This took a turn.
Listen, I've gotta keep it licentious. I have a brand. Oh boy. Strap in.
Dear Shadrach, salutations from the Society of the Black Cloak, etc., etc. My long preparations are about to come to fruition.
Preparations. Oh god, it's making me click.
In a matter of minutes, I will wed the lovely Kasima.
The lovely haha. It's very Harvey Birdman. I led the lovely haha Kasima.
Once I've established my power and my crown, I can stage another accident.
By my scimitar.
Okay.
The princess has proven infuriatingly stubborn, as you know. She's becoming quite a dangerous little thorn in my side.
A scimitar, perhaps, like a miniature scimitar.
In a way, it is a shame I have to kill her. She is lovely and would be amusing to keep around, but I can't risk her talking treason to one of the guards. So far, I've managed to keep her locked away, but I can't continue that forever. Well, on to it now. I'd send her to you, but as you know, I had no luck in doing so with Mordak. I close in triumph. King Abdul Alhazred.
So, did he kidnap Kasima and send her to Mordak as a gift?
I guess I never realized that, but
I think the intention there is that he sent her to Mordak to make it so that she couldn't stage a coup against his power here.
So, but how does the timeline line up? Couldn't he? Did he send her? Did her parents die while she was away?
Yes, they did, which we know. But didn't they say that? Didn't she tell Graham that Mordak took one look at her and was so in love with her that he kidnapped her and insisted that she be his wife?
That may be her understanding of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess there could have been all kinds of fuckery, but
then Alhazred rescues her, and then they fall in love by the rules of this universe.
I mean, I'm not sure, guys. I haven't seen enough evidence, but Alhazred might stoop low enough to gaslighting. I don't know. It's yet to be seen.
Perhaps he might swear by his scimitar?
Having found the secret passage, Alexander has no desire to reveal his location behind the walls by talking aloud.
I kind of do, though.
I think it's about time to see if Shamir has taken care of the wench as I asked. It's almost time for the wedding.
Just shuffling out.
The wazir's words fill Alexander with blazing anger and fear for Kasima's life.
That blackguard! That murderous swine! He'll not have his way if I have anything to say about it.
I love spicy Alexander.
I know.
I am starting to judge King Califan's ability to discern.
Alexander sees lots of black cloaks.
Yeah, like, the thing about the dogs is that they're dogs, so they have to be loyal to their
The
master.
trunk is
But,
locked.
like, the humans in this, like...
They're really not smart.
Alexander inserts the skeleton key in the trunk's lock and turns it. He hears a click.
Okay, so see,
Alexander opens the trunk.
This is what I knew you had to use a skeleton key for, because you can't get out to get the nail and you have to get into this trunk. But even then, I don't think this is, like, strictly necessary, is it?
It looks like the owner of this
I think it
trunk
is so you
quite
don't get
the
killed.
correspondent.
That's right, yeah,
The stack
you're right.
of letters appears to be ordered by date, because the top one is dated only a month ago.
Because you have to give this to Saladin.
Yeah, and I love the
worn
echoes
leather
of
books occupy
Girl in
the
Tower
trunk.
in the
The
background
top
here.
one is entitled Guide
Oh wait, we already know these.
Alexander picks up the most recent letter and examines it. The letter is addressed to Abdul al-Hazred from the wizard Shadrach. It reads, "Greetings to a brother of the Black Cloak. I was sorry to hear of great Mordak's death, though he was a bit of a ninny at chess. It seems the plans for that little kingdom of yours are coming along. I must congratulate you on your handling of the king and queen. Isolating the island so that no protest could develop was another brilliant stroke. It looks like there's not much left to stand in your way. Do as I recommended with the girl, and you shall have your crown."
That fiend!
I feel like the main purpose of this Black Cloak
Alexander
Society
sees
is to write incriminating letters about
Alexander
themselves.
opens the ebony box and look. Alexander can read. Inside the ebony box is a piece of paper with the word Zebu printed on it.
Zebu.
Well, we know that's everything in here.
Alexander steps confidently out into the upstairs hallway and sees two guard dogs.
Hey, who the...
I was looking for the kitchen.
Hello there.
Don't just stand there. Grab him, babe. Oh, no. Woof. I will. You'll stay in.
The guard.
I love the way they just toss him on his ass. Alright, time to fucking...
Alexander.
Zaboo.
I do like the Black Cloak Society as this potential prop for continuity in the series, but it is only really utilized here.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't
To
like
me,
stuff like that being introduced too late. I'm sorry. Rick, go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. I was just gonna say the exact same thing. To me, it's too little, too late.
Yeah. Especially, adding in details about like, oh yeah, 5.
Since the door on the west wall has no visible knob or handle, Alexander decides to try to open it with his voice. He composes his words carefully.
What were you saying?
I was saying I don't like it when they try to tell you about stuff that you already did, like in such a way that there's no way it could be. For the third time, Adi.
Listen, door. I would have you open. Ali Zebu.
It worked.
If you do that without the hints, it's like he's so confident in his...
Well, I like that he's like really angry about it, like as if like he's had it with the door's shit.
Graceful urns adorn the cool treasure room. Decorative shields and spears made of gold hang on the treasure room walls. A gracefully curled trumpet hangs on the wall. Those trunks probably contain the kingdom's treasure, once guarded so well and used so wisely by King Caliphim, now in the hands of that blackguard Alhazred.
I love the word blackguard.
Used wisely by King Caliphim, but as we've established, was he really that wise?
Besides, the soft gold wouldn't stand up well in a real battle.
I agree. Also, when we dropped him off, he was like, we have to gather our allies. You take care of it, and we'll be back.
As if, like, you know, walking up to the guard dogs wouldn't resolve like 90% of the conflict here.
Literally, like
going to the other islands and being like, so I made a little lapse in judgment.
It might be under the wazir's control now, but it still belongs to the people.
Also, this treasure room never struck me as particularly, like, opulent.
A small table graces the middle of the room.
Yeah, actually.
The table is covered by a velvet drapery.
Yeah, there's a bunch of trunks.
The initials AA are embroidered on the drapery.
AA. That must stand for Ali Ali.
Abdul Hazret.
But who is the fat man, I wonder? And how does he figure into the sinister plot?
Pulls the drapery aside, curious as to what might lie underneath.
I love his stance.
I know.
What have we here?
On the table is a strange-looking stone that's giving off an odd, high-pitched noise.
That must be the Isle of Wonders singing stone. Didn't the queens think that the beast had stolen it?
I should be allowed to, like,
Alexander decides to leave the singing stone here in the treasure room for safekeeping until it can be returned to the Isle of Wonder.
If they really knew what was what, they'd make picking this up a death. Like, you pick it up and it just screams.
Yeah.
On the table is a miniature oak tree. It looks very old.
That must be the sacred miniature oak that the druids thought the winged ones stole.
Also, I can't help but look at that singing stone and see Jack Frost from Shin Megami Tensei.
On the table is a coat of arms with the head of a beast on the crest.
You know, I could see it, but I just see this very stupid
coat
face.
of arms was stolen by the druids. This must be it.
It also kind of looks like a happy rotten tomato.
Yeah.
On the table is a fleece made of gold.
Which is probably pretty
That fleece
likely.
must belong to the winged ones. And they thought the Isle of Wonder had taken it.
As Alexander looks at the objects on the table, he realizes the depth of the wazir's cunning. It must have been the wazir or an accomplice who stole that one thing most precious to each island, and then leaked rumors that one of the other islands was responsible.
Is it really that cunning?
What did the wazir have to gain by causing the islands to hate one another?
I mean, it certainly fucking worked. The thing that
Alexander decides to leave the singing stone here in the treasure room for safekeeping until it can be returned to the Isle of Wonder.
like, it feels silly because we already put it together, but I actually like listening to Alexander be like, huh, and I guess this must be, and that must be, sounds.
Alexander decides to leave the miniature oak here in the treasure room for safekeeping until it can be returned to the druids. Alexander decides to leave Beast's
Also,
coat of
definitively
arms
decides
here
for
in the
each
treasure
item to leave it
until
here.
it can be returned to its owner.
Yes.
Alexander decides to leave the golden fleece here in the treasure room for safekeeping until it can be returned to the winged ones.
Unfortunately for you guys, you have to hear it all.
Alas, the trumpet won't bring these walls tumbling down, and thus is of little use to Alexander.
I kind of wish that Alexander would take all the treasures and just, like, wear the fleece and, like, hold the shield and
Alexander
wield the
doesn't
little
need the
tree
gold
and have the
shield
singing
and
stone
spears.
screaming behind him and just be a massive
Soft
dork
gold
on his
wouldn't
way into the
stand up
wedding.
well in a real battle.
That would have been
Alexander
nice.
doesn't need the urns.
Sure, I do. I really want the fucking stone. Like, you guys, I would say you have no idea, but I'm pretty sure you guys can imagine just how badly I want to carry
It
this
looks
fucking
like an
stone.
inventory item, doesn't it?
It looks so happy.
Yes. I should be able to fucking touch it. Oh, you know what?
There's no one in. The singing stone only continues to hum, and does not respond to Alexander.
Can you do something really stupid for me?
Yeah.
Just put the speech bubble up next to the singing stone like he's talking. Thank you.
Aww.
I'm satisfied.
So cute. Oh, the eye just covers it all the way.
Slap paint all over everything.
There's no reason to use that on the... There's no reason to use that on the miniature tree. There's no reason to use that on the coat of arms. There's no reason to use that on the golden fleece. There's no reason to use that on the shield and spears. There's no reason to use that on the trumpet.
They got really creative in this room.
There's no reason to disturb the storage trunks with that.
There's no need to do that to the urn.
I like that one. That one's real vague. There's no reason to do that to the urn.
Alexander hears the sound of music coming from the east. It sounds somewhat classical, but... Oh no, it's wedding music.
Sounds somewhat classical,
Alexander
but a little bit
hears
racist.
The door of the north hall open. Then, the sound of guard dog footsteps. The footsteps are headed this way.
God, I just love this sinister minor key wedding march.
Alexander hears the sound of a guard's footsteps coming from the north. Wait, there are more footsteps approaching from the west. Now what? Uh-oh. Hey! Oh no. The wedding music.
Getting scolded by the narrator to actually finish
Alexander
the game.
hears... Wait. There... Uh-oh. Hey! You...
I think I'm a little lost. I was looking for the wedding and...
Be quiet.
Is the kitchen
the
this way?
told us to look out for a saboteur. My nose tells me that's you. Guards!
Alexander watches helplessly.
You'll stay in...
The guard dog. Alexander...
Psst. Jollo.
Never mind.
Here comes that spider.
This is no place to talk.
Alexander hears a door off the north hall open. Then...
Again.
There's a door at the door. A staircase.
Is there a dog here? Oh shit. Oh my god, that was so close.
He almost gotcha.
Alexander looks cautiously around the grand hall, but there are no guard dogs to be seen. The wedding music is coming from behind those two large doors.
Time to go into the kitchen. Oh, damn it.
Prince Alexander, here. The vizier will have my head for allowing you within a mile of the royal wedding. Since you are of noble birth, I will give you 5 seconds to explain your presence here before killing you. I warn you, it had better be good.
Wait. If you love your princess, you'll hear me out. The wazir is...
Actually, let me see if he'll say anything about the treasures this
Alexander.
time. Because that was different from the last time we were here.
Prince Alexander, here, since you are of noble birth.
Captain Saladin, consider. I know you cannot be blind to the wazir's true nature.
My personal feelings have nothing to do with it. I serve the crown.
Captain Saladin.
Okay.
Wait. If you love your princess, you'll hear me out. The wazir is not what he appears to be. Kasima is in terrible danger. I have proof that this is so. For your princess's sake, you must believe me.
Let me see that.
Saladin reads the letter, his sword point still against Alexander's throat. Alexander watches the guard dog's noble face darken with rage.
This is treason. I'll have his throat. But how do I know this letter is not a forgery? You could have written this yourself.
But I did not. Have you no doubts of your own about Al-Hazred? Don't you see? All he wants is the crown. Kasima is being coerced. We must stop the wedding.
It is true. I have had my suspicions about the Wazir, especially when King Califim and Queen Alaria died. But I have seen Kasima with him several times. She appears to be quite happy, even enthusiastic. I don't believe she could love him if he truly were so wicked.
I cannot believe for a moment that she loves that snake.
A jilted lover would not believe it. But come, see for yourself.
The captain of the guard leads Alexander into the throne room, where a ceremony seems to be in progress. Alexander feels his blood run cold at the sight.
I, Kasima, declare Abdul al-Hazred as my lawful and beloved husband and king of this realm.
But, Kasima, what are you saying?
Do you still claim that the princess is being forced? Perhaps it's you that's the danger, as the Wazir has said.
How quickly do you think Saladin would kill you if you pet him, like his head?
I mean, I think there'd be a moment where he's just enjoying it before he, like, snaps to reality.
Alexander will have to get...
I know I shouldn't, but I just want to give it to her one more time.
Prince Alexander here? This is an outrage! How dare you allow this traitor to get past you, Saladin? You stupid mutt! Can't you even keep the castle free of assassins during your own princess's wedding? Kill him! Kill him now!
Lord Al-Hazred, with all due respect, you are not quite king yet. And this is a wedding ceremony, not an execution.
What? How dare you contradict me, you flea-bitten mongrel! I gave a direct order. Obey me, or feel my wrath.
Milady, I apologize for my behavior, but I am yours to command in all things. I wanted merely to hear your own wishes from your own lips. Tell me what it is that you wish me to do with this young man, and I will obey.
Why, Captain, you heard my dear Abdul. If he wishes this atrocious young man's death, then I want nothing more than to see him get his wish. Obey thy liege now and always.
As you wish, princess.
Just as Saladin prepares to run Alexander through with his sword, a shout is heard from the direction of the Grand Hall.
Hold! In the name of the true king!
King Califim and Queen Alaria burst into the throne room, looking alive and well and full of wrath. Behind them, a line of supporters look prepared to battle, if necessary, for their beloved royal couple.
Kasima, darling, are you all right? Has he hurt you?
Hands off of her, you murderous goat!
If I want your advice, I'll ask for it, Mother.
Mother.
But, Califim, that's not Kasima. I'd know my daughter anywhere.
What have you done with our daughter, you devil?
The lovely image of Kasima suddenly bursts into smoke and is replaced by the Wazir's genie.
Why, you conniving serpent!
Get him, guards! Saladin, your sword!
Drat it all! You may have ruined my plans, but you won't get me, or your precious Kasima. Get them, Shamir! I command you!
He's getting away! Stop him!
Yes, sire, as soon as I deal with this genie!
Hit the bricks.
Holding each other.
The king and queen are overcome with grief. They seem convinced that their only child is dead.
Oh, I misread this. I thought that they were facing each other, or they were facing out, I mean, not facing each other, like in grief. So they just look kind of like they were huddled up being romantic.
Shamir, the wazir's genie, begins to throw... The throne room is in chaos. Shamir Shamazel, the wazir's genie. Alexander doesn't have time to... Alexander...
Alright, I just want to see if I could talk to Mom and Dad.
Alexander, be careful. Al-Hazard has a sword.
Shut up, wench! Shamir Shamazel! Get in here! Here I am, master! It's about time, you bumbling fool! How could you let him follow me? Well, there were the guard dogs, master, and then... Never mind! Just kill him! Kill him now! As you wish, master. Razzle, dazzle, snap and snazzle!
Alexander, I did it! I swapped the lamps! Here, quick, take it!
Bless you, Jollo. I knew you could do it. Now get clear, friend.
No argument there, my lord. Good luck!
Wait. Why is it still going?
Alexander has the genie's lamp.
Give him the mint.
Rubs the lamp.
Give him the mint.
The genie must be out at the moment.
Look what I have here, my friend. Peppermint. Nice fresh peppermint. Razzle, dazzle.
Pretty wicked calling him my friend before administering a lethal dose of peppermint.
Dare even think about it.
Well, technically the peppermint doesn't, kill him, you know?
Mint? Oh no, not now! Do something! Shamir Shamazel! Kill him! Send a small... a ball of... light to frazzle!
Dazzle Ball goes wild.
I guess that's true. It's the force bolt that kills him.
Yeah. Actually, wait, I just want to hear him get mad.
Killed my genie! You idiot! Don't you know how valuable he was, you fool?
How valuable he was?
It would be impossible.
Shamir Shamazel, hold your spells. I am your master now. I order you to go back into your lamp.
How did you get my lamp? You thief! You've ruined me! My lamp! Oh, thank Valhalla! I hated working for that loathsome creature. I already feel his nastiness leaving me. How I've longed for a master like you.
Ew. I'm not buying it.
I've got a new master. I've got a new master.
Gross.
So you are a thief as well, Alexander. Stealing the lamp was very clever, I'll grant you that. But I am the master thief. Face my sword if you dare. The man left standing shall have the lamp.
I mean, you're not really...
So shall it be, Al-Hazred. I don't need the genie to deal with a coward like you.
You're not really a master thief. We kind of blew your whole cover.
Inspiration. Alexander fixes upon the only...
Zounds! This sword must weigh a ton.
Sounds.
Good. Then you shall only fail sooner, my prince. So, the mouse would bite?
This mouse shall bite, as you shall soon see. Or should I say, soon feel?
Got him.
He's so proud of that one.
Ha! You can barely lift that sword, my prince. Better to lay it down now. I promise to dispatch you with little pain.
A tempting offer, but I think I'll wait and see what this sword can do.
Suit yourself.
I'm curious how good Alexander would have been with a real sword.
Alexander's arms start to tremble under the effort of wielding the huge sword. His muscles are nearing exhaustion.
Ha! And so it ends.
Not if I can help it, you murderer!
Kasima thrusts the small dagger into Alhazred's shoulder with all her might.
Ah! You dare raise a finger to me? You will regret that, princess.
Oops.
But I forget. I stalk a...
Alhazred.
I'm so sorry. I was just sitting there watching, not realizing.
You had to react.
Yep. I thought I was done. What the hell?
Too slow.
But I did it.
But there we go. Throw the scythe at him.
Yeah. I've got a new master. Being sung is just so gross. Like.
Yeah, a true sub would never be so publicly gleeful.
Alexander would gladly give
So, the...
I love when they use just one sound effect for things. I'm just clicking it all over him now.
At the first time, they're just like mockingly mimicking the oof.
Alexander.
Ha! Not if I can help it, you murderer!
Kasima thrusts the small dagger. Ah!
You!
You did
There we
it.
go. Yes.
Kasima! Are you alright?
I'm fine, Alexander. I was just so afraid for you.
There's no need to fear anymore, Princess.
Yes, I know. How can
Yes,
I
I
ever
know.
repay you? For myself,
He's
for
being
my
smooth.
kingdom.
It was not in me to let harm come to you. Can you find it in you, Princess, to give me more than your gratitude?
Alexander, what are you saying?
I love you, Kasima. Would you ever consider... Do you think you could... marry me?
Could you ever have doubted it, my prince? Oh! Guards!
Princess Kasima, are you well?
I'm quite well, thank you. Please take Abdul and put him in the dungeon. See to it that he gets a doctor.
Yes, Majesty.
So benevolent.
I just would not be walking off that kind of blow to the head. I would not. I'd be like crying and just crawling on the ground. Okay, here we go. This is what we've been working towards.
Kasima and Alexander ask Captain Saladin to perform their wedding ceremony. Saladin is honored to do so.
On this historical day of great joy in the land of the Green Isles, we witness the union of Kasima, beloved princess of this realm, and Alexander, Prince of Daventry. Do you, Prince Alexander of Daventry, take Princess Kasima to be your wife, to love and to cherish for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And do you, Princess Kasima of the land of the Green Isles, take Prince Alexander to be your husband, to love and to cherish for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you have a ring?
I have Alexander's royal insignia ring.
Very good. Please place the ring on Kasima's finger.
Shouldn't she use a different ring?
Who gives this bride to be wed?
Her mother and I willingly give our daughter's hand in wedlock.
Who will speak for the groom?
I will.
Oh my god.
Alexander's mother and I recognize his marriage to Princess Kasima with glad hearts and sanction this union.
Then, Alexander and Kasima, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Oh, there's beauty.
Congratulations, my children. I have an important question for you both. Please hear me.
Yes, sire?
Alexander, I welcome you into our family with open arms. I place trust in Alhazred because I so badly wanted a son and a husband for my beloved daughter. I was wrong. But you are true and good, Alexander. You have proven yourself to all my people.
Thank you, sire.
Olaria and I have been through much. Even though we have returned to our kingdom, I do not think we are able to reign again. Will you two consider the crown? I know as king and queen, you can heal this small kingdom from all the damage that Alhazred has inflicted upon it.
Oh, Father.
Why, I'm honored. What do you think, Kasima?
I love my homeland, Alexander. I would be happy to stay and serve it all my days.
Father, I believe I'm needed here. Would you be very disappointed if...
Son, you must follow your destiny. I do believe the land of the Green Isles needs you. You'll be a magnificent king, though dearly missed in Daventry.
Then I accept.
You got to ask his dad.
Boy, what a man you've become. And how I will miss you.
Don't worry, Mother. With Shamir's powers, we'll be able to visit often. I'm not about to forget my family.
Congratulations, Alexander. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, dear sister.
Interesting.
Oh, Alexander, I'm so glad. Between the return of my beloved parents and our new reign, you've made me so happy.
I'm glad I could make up for some of your suffering, my beautiful wife.
Congratulations, King Alexander. When we return home to Daventry, your crew will be glad to hear that their battle at sea was worthwhile in bringing forth a new monarch.
They had to tie that in, though.
When your men arrived home without you, son. I'm so thankful that you are safe and happy.
And I am as grateful that my crew did not pay for my driven heart.
You have only brought us all good fortune, sire. With Shamir saved and his power used for good, reuniting the islands will be far easier. He has already repaired the ferry. Your road will be easier now that the islands are no longer feuding. Already the wounds are starting to heal.
Yes, my love. Discovering the island's stolen treasures has done more to bring peace to this land than anything else. It is now clear that Alhazred had Shamirs steal each of the island's most valued treasures, then blame the thefts on others to cause the islands to hate each other.
Now let us celebrate our good fortune. The evil that has plagued this land is done, and a new reign begins. Long live King Alexander and Queen Kasima.
Long live King Alexander! Long live Queen Kasima! Long live the land of the Green Isles! Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
What's the guy in the background like?
Now you're the one that's going to get that lump of coal from the queens.
The true goal all along.
What a best ending.
Yeah, I did not realize the extent of how much different. Oh!
Here we go. Trapping folks.
You seem so far away, and I just need to hear your voice. I just need to hear you say, if you would have me go or stay. Girl, in the tower, I'm reaching out. Please tell me what to do. Girl, in the tower, I'm calling out. My heart cries out for you.
So this is very special to me. Not the song. I mean, the song is dope, but this finale of King's Quest VI is it's being posted to the channel on December 23rd, 2022, which is about 2 years to the date that I started this channel, which was December 24th, 2020. So this is the second anniversary of Saving Often, and I could not be happier or prouder of where we've gone with this, of having you two here to help me along and play through these games together, share them together, and everybody that watches, everybody that comments, all of you, like, it's, I don't know how else to put it aside from it just being absolutely fucking touching that, like, so many people have just gone along with us and enjoyed, like, these playthroughs and made us part of their weeks. And it's, I don't know, it's really special to me. I've said it before, I'll probably say it a million times more because I'm a wordy son of a bitch, but I set out to do this specifically because I just wanted to share my love of adventure games with others, and especially Sierra games, because I feel like they don't always have the best reputation, especially whenever you put LucasArts into the conversation. So, like, I really wanted to just, like, put forth, like, hey, I love point-and-click adventure games, I love Sierra games, I want people to enjoy them with me, and here 2 years later, I feel like that's exactly what happens every week. It's a blessing to be able to record these and put these out there for everyone and have everybody join us and enjoy them like you do. So thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank both of you, Suhan, David, for making this what it is. And here's to a spectacular 2023.
Absolutely. This whole channel is just a passion project, and we all love these games a little too much, and it's, like, just wonderful to get to share them.
Well,
look at that.
Oh shit, okay, thank God. Okay. I got scared for a second. I was just gonna say, speaking of touching, I mean, all that stuff that you just said. What?
If you want to go beyond, get the lousy ending.
How is that beyond?
Because it's more puzzles. It's puzzles that aren't part of the ultimate score.
In case you're Wilco and get it perfect on the first run.
Almost.
I wouldn't say he got it perfect. He was missing a mint leaf.
Yes, he was. So the only good thing about King's Quest VI ending is that it means we are about to get to one of my all-time favorite games. I am so excited.
Yes, King's Quest Mask of Eternity. It was a weird choice to go to a
one step
3D
closer.
action RPG, but it's Suha's favorite, and that is the next King's Quest game.
That is actually slander, and you will be hearing from my attorney. Good night.
Your attorney, i.e. you.
Yeah, me.
No, King's Quest VII, The Princeless Bride is next, and yeah, it's one of Suha's favorites of all time. My love for King's Quest VI is her love for King's Quest VII. And David, I don't remember where you land on the scale.
I think that 6 is probably the most technically impressive of the series.
Oh, that's right. You like King's Quest II the best. You're not part of this conversation.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh. So much for touching.
I'm sorry. I undermined it all. I'm sorry for cutting you off, David. Please continue.
We'll see you guys for King's Quest VII. It's gonna be a doozy.
Make sure to tune in for David's real opinions on King's Quest VII.
Yes. I think David likes King's Quest VII just fine. I do too. I have a lot of really good memories of it too. It was right whenever I was. It was right in that time when I was 8 or 9, something like that. So I was starting to actually be able to appreciate games and play them more myself. So it's got a special place in my heart too. A lot of very memorable moments. So we definitely hope that you'll come back and check that out. Until then, please remember to save early and save often. And have a wonderful holiday. Take care, everybody, and thank you very much.
Bye.